Hello everyone, I hope you've had a good weekend. This week I said I wasn't going to set too much work, it's a short week. What we're doing now is we're starting a new topic of multiples, factors and prime numbers. So this week we're just going to look at multiples and then we can finish it next week. Now to do this work you really need to be good at your times tables to make the most of it. I have included a table square for those of you who use that. You might already have one. So let's get started on multiples. What is a multiple? Well, I'm going to show you the first 5 multiples of 7. So 7 times 1 is 7, 7 times 2 is 14, times 3 is 21, times 4 is 28, and times 5 is 35. So these numbers are all multiples of 7. And notice that 7 itself is a multiple of 7. Multiples of 12, that's 12. 2 times 12, 24. 3 times 12, 36. 4 times 12 is 48. 5 times 12 is 60. Right, what about multiples of 9 between 11 and 37? So 1 times 9 is 9, 2 times 9 is 18, so that is one of them. 3 times 9 is 27, that's included. 4 times 9 is 36. 5 times 9 is 45, that's beyond 37, so we don't include that. So that's your answer. Another one, circle the multiples of 12. Right, well, we could use this list to maybe help us a bit. 48 is on the list, so we circle that. 60 is on the list, we circle that. 120 is 10 times 12. We circle that. And 84 is 12 times 7. So we also want to circle that. So it's a good idea if you know your 12 times tables. That will help. Right, moving on. Now this is an expression that you're going to hear a lot of in the next couple of weeks. The lowest common multiple, we call it the LCM. So what is the lowest common multiple of 2 and 3? To find the lowest common multiple, we need to find multiples of. So multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, and 8. The multiples of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12. Now I've stopped after 4 because I can see I've got a common multiple there. So the LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. Think about what that means. A common multiple, so a multiple that they both have, and the lowest valued one is there. If I'd kept going, that would have been 10 and 12. Those are common multiples, but we were looking for the lowest common multiple. 4 and 8, the lowest common multiple of 4 and 8. So we've got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Multiples of 8 are 8, 16, 24. I can stop because I can see here my lowest common multiple. So the lowest common multiple of 4 and 8 is 8. So in fact, in a question like this, the number itself can be the lowest common multiple. Lowest common multiple of 8 and 12. So that's 8, 16, 24, 32. Multiples of 12, 12, 24, 36, etc. Again, I can stop because I found it. 24. So the LCM of 8 and 12 is 24. Okay. Now again, if you know your times tables, you will know that they share a common multiple of 24 Again, this is where knowing your times tables is very important. And finally, find the lowest common multiple of 8 and 13. Now this is slightly trickier. I've written down all the multiples of 8 up to 112. I've written down all the multiples of 13 up to 117. And the first one that they have in common is 104. Now 104 also happens to be 8 times 13. Okay? And quite often that will be how you find your answer. You multiply them together. We will be looking more at lowest common multiple next week, and we will discuss other methods of how to find them. Okay, so what I'd like you to do now is there are 11 questions on the worksheet. There's also then the web link to an Enrich problem solving activity. It's an interactive web activity. I would like you to try that. I've explained it in the task description, but I'll just quickly do it again here if you want to listen on. What you have to do is you have to come up with a sequence of numbers using all the numbers from 1 up to 100. And you want to see how long a chain you can make. So for instance, if I pick a random starting number of 50, my next number has either to be a factor of 50 or a multiple of 50. So I'm going to go up to 100. Then a factor of 100 is 20. A multiple of 20 is 40. A multiple of 40 is 80. Let's go, a factor of 80 is 8. A multiple of 8, 24. Multiple of 24, 48. A factor of 48, 4. A multiple of 4 could be 16. Another multiple of 16, 32. And the idea is you just keep going. You can only use the numbers once, and the idea is to see how long a chain you can make. Okay, and you can restart it at any time on the app. Okay, so I'll see you next week. I will post the answers as usual on, I'll leave it to Friday morning, and we will do just a very short assessment quiz. Okay, thanks, bye.